The two things I love the most in this world are Pokemon and the Hunger Games, but I would not want them to be real. Anyways, it's because I love them so much. I've actually done Hunger Games simulations, but I decided, what if I was realistic? I'm going to rate the Pokemon rivals and how I actually think they would do. And I'm also including Penny, Lily, and Arvin, even though none of them are technically rivals, but I just felt like it. And also I'm including the ones from ZA, even though as I'm recording this, I have never played it. The game's not even out. But whatever. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, Gary. Listen, I haven't played many of the first gens. I have played a bit of Fire Red. I'm young. Anyways, I think he could definitely be a strong contender. And I also think he could be lucky. Like how he keeps on managing to crit my freaking Bulbasaur. So I don't think he's I don't know, compared to if we're putting other people in there, considering there are full grown adults in this lineup, I think I'd say if he's lucky, but definitely higher up there. Okay. Next is Trace, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think that guy's winning. When he's the champion, his moves he doesn't even have a full set of moves on some of his Pokemon. If this is the guy the right guy, like, I don't think he's winning. Silver, on the other hand, I definitely think he could. I think considering his parents, if this was the Hunger Games universe, then he would probably be some sort of career-esque. If this isn't, they just randomly started a Hunger Games, I think he could also just be prepared. But I think especially if this was like the Hunger Games, he would definitely be like, Giovanni would be like, okay, we gotta have the family win. So I'm gonna say he's a strong contender. Wally, on the other hand, I'm sorry. I don't really think he's that good. But you know, I don't think he's as bad as Trace. I think I would put him on the top of highly unlikely. Like almost unlucky. I think if he's very lucky, he could, but I don't think so with his illness. Okay, Barry. He's incredibly something, but I think that he could definitely win some popularity in the capital with his personality. He's very he's hard to dislike unless you hate children. And I mean, most people in the capital don't seem to actually realize that they're like killing people. They're more like, hey, oh my god, this is so fun. Anyways, this is my favorite character, guys. Anyways, point is, he's not even my favorite character. I was like voicing it. I don't know. Point is, I think I'm gonna put him right below Gary. I think if he's lucky. And he could become popular. Sharon, is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know. I definitely think that he is a strong contender just because, I mean, like, he is a gym leader. And his Pokemon have full movesets. So I'd say probably a strong contender. But I don't know. I'd say that. Bianca, I would also say she has a chance, but I would definitely put her lower just because, like, I don't know how to say this without sounding really sexist, but like she's just not as strong. Like, yeah. I'd put her above Barry though. Okay, Hugh. I actually am going to be completely honest with you. I know nothing about him. Like, I know jack shit. But just based on how he looks, I'm gonna put him in strong contender. Okay. Also, I think I might actually move Silver to very likely. Like, I have faith in him. Okay, N is also another strong contender. I think N could win the Hunger Games. Especially if he goes like Lucy Gray and has the like mutts attack every other people. Like, he's winning. I'm putting him above Silver. N is the champion. Tierno, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know how to pronounce the rivals' names. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's just like a guy. He's just not like, he's just kind of a guy. I put him above Wally, but still highly unlikely. The other guy, I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. I forgot his name. Shout out to people who are fans of this guy. Sorry. But I'm putting him right below Barry, but above Tierno. Shauna. I mean, I don't know much other than the fact that you date her, kind of. But just because I like her, actually, no, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna be honest. This is not scripted. I would say, I'm gonna put her between Bianca and Barry. I mean, a lot of the Hunger Games is look, actually, so. How? Listen. I have faith in this guy. Like, I think if he was put in the Hunger Games world, he would be like, I don't know. He's like the PETA of Pokemon. I very much think that he could definitely win. I put him above Bianca, but still below Gary, just because, I don't know, Gary's like luckier. Gladion, I definitely think he's a strong contender. I think there's a lot. I'm getting more into my element. I'm starting to know these characters more. I think there's a lot to be said about him. I definitely think he's a strong contender, but I also think I'm just moving Arvin because they're in the wrong area. Sorry. I definitely think that he could win, but I also think that I don't think he'd want to. Like, I think he would purposefully try to sabotage it, just because that's him. So I'm gonna put him in strong contender at the very top, but I don't think he's like gonna win. I think he's gonna like purposefully not. I don't know. I don't really know. Lily, as much as I love her, she's literally like my favorite Pokemon character. What happened to the mic? I hit the mic. Sorry about that. She's like my favorite Pokemon character, but I do not think she's gonna win. I'm sorry. This girl cannot even keep Nebby in her forking bag. Like, I'm putting her at the very top of highly unlikely. Sorry. Okay, Hop. Also one of my favorite characters who I think I have a type and it's pathetic. Okay, Lily does have a chance to get stronger. I think Hop's just straight on pathetic. I think he would die in the bloodbath. He would step off his podium too early. This is affectionate, by the way. But I'm putting him at just above Trace. Although if Leon in this universe is also a champion, there's a chance, I don't know, nepotism or whatever, but I don't think so. I think he's doomed. Bede, on the other hand, I think he has a strong chance. It is always the ones with the parental issues that get to the top. I don't know why. But I think he's also a pretty strong contender. At the same time, he's kind of pathetic, so he's kind of a boy failure, but in the way it's like, at first he's kind of tough and then he just like progressively gets kind of weaker, I feel like. Also, he might be too busy destroying murals, and I love him, just to be clear, I love him, but I'm gonna put him at the bottom of strong contender. Okay, Marnie, I think she also does have a good chance, just because like, you don't grow up in a punk town and have no chance of winning the Hunger Games. But at the same time, I straight up don't think she's like, has the mentality. I think she could, but I think she'd like go insane in the process. I'm gonna put her right above Gary. Okay, Clara. I've never played the DLC of Sword or Shield, so I don't know much about them, but I know that she's like a poison type expert. And she is a grown-ass adult, so if we're going by the fact that she's an adult, like their ages right now, I'd say she's likely, just because she's like an adult, I think. I'm pretty sure Avery and Claire are like adults, and then, I mean, They could easily wipe the butts of these kids. Okay, but if she was like a teenager, let's say they're all around 16-ish, I'd say if she I say like right above Bianca. Sorry, I keep on going. Right above Bianca. Avery, on the other hand, I think he's a strong contender just because he has like psychic powers. If he didn't have those, I would say probably less likely, because he's just like a twink. Like, I could easily snap that waist in half. But I'd say because of his psychic powers, I'm gonna put him right above Hugh. Okay, Nimona. Nimona is like interesting because she is very energetic, very strong, but she also has very low stamina, like me. I am Nimona. It's really doing so much, dude. Point is, I think she is a strong contender for the Hunger Games simply because I'm not sure if she'd win, but she would go out with a bang, certainly. I think if she was chosen, she would at least get a lot of kills. I think the death of her would she'd probably kill like out of 4 people or something, and then she'd like pass out from exhaustion, and then someone would just walk onto her camp and kill her. But I'm putting her in strong contender, like right below Avery, because I think that she does have a strong chance. Arvin, he also has a very strong chance. I think he could win the Hunger Games. With his cooking skills and stuff, that's definitely one good thing. And also, like, he's a generally bulky guy. Like, he could tank a few hits. The only problem is that I think the entire time he just misses dog too much to do anything, which is so real. Me too. Also, side note, do you pronounce it Mabostiff or Mabostiff? Because I always said Mabostiff. I think it's Mabostiff. Anyways, point is, I'm going to put him right below Silver because I think you know what? Look at all the daddy issues lined up. Anyways, Penny, I'm going to say I don't think she's going to win. Listen, there is a very, very, very unlikely chance that she could pull like some sort of, she could like outsmart the arena. I think she is smart enough to do it. She's like a hacker. She could definitely like outsmart it, but that's based on the fact that she could find ways to hack the arena, and also that the arena would be in her favor. So that already puts her in lucky. And considering that she has never seen the sun since she was like 8 years old, I'm gonna put her at the very top of highly unlikely. Actually no, I'll put her at the very bottom of lucky because she has a chance, but I don't think she's winning purely just because, like, girl has not gone outside. Kieran, I love him, but, like, in no iteration of him is going to win the Hunger Games, because he'd have a mental breakdown too quickly. Like, I'm sorry, but if he'd win, he'd lose an item or something, and he'd have a mental breakdown over it, and then someone would just walk over and kill him. Like, he's not winning the Hunger Games, but he's a better chance than like a lot of these people, and highly unlikely. But I think Lily has a better chance, so I'm putting him right below Lily. Carmine, okay, let me get this straight. She would have to rely completely on her skills, because listen, if she went up there, during her interview, there's nothing Caesar could say to salvage what she was going to do. She would insult every single person. She would be totally Maisily Donner of the Pokemon world. She would decimate them. Like, is that the right word? Decimate? Bruh, I don't know what I'm saying. She would absolutely obliterate them. Like, I'm sorry, but like, she would say something so incredibly nasty, no one would want to sponsor her. But she does have decent survival skills, so I'd say she would be probably right above Bianca, like everyone else. Okay, and the Legends ZA, I don't know anything about them, but just based on looks, we're going off looks. Let's see. Okay, Tawny. Did I pronounce it? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, any of their names, dude. I'd say, just based on how she looks, I'd say unlikely. Just because, like, I don't know. She just doesn't have those vibes. I'd put her above Lily, though. And Urbane, I'd say has a bit of a chance. I'd say I'd put him right above Barry. But who knows? This will be confirmed later in ZA, and people can come back and make fun of me for not knowing anything about the rivals. But anyways, this is my complete tier list. I forgot the word. If you guys were wondering how likely I think they could win the Hunger Games, and keep in mind that I don't know like half of them because I haven't played like half the games or hyperfixated on them in particular, and also some of the characters are literally just like DLC or games that haven't come out yet, so yeah, get that with a grain of salt. But also, like, I don't think it was a mistake to put N at the top of this. Like, I'm sorry, he's awesome, he's cool. I also don't think it was a mistake to put Trace at the bottom. Listen, I don't think there's any Hunger Games Trace could win unless he was the only tribute. And still then he somehow managed to die. So that is it. If you want to hear more of my crazy Hunger Games Pokemon, sometimes just Pokemon ramblings, follow my channel. And if you don't, then cry because I'm awesome and you're not. Anyways, have a good day. Adios.